Hey everyone, it's Brittany. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am sharing my favorite high-end makeup items. My previous video was the What's in My Everyday Makeup Bag drugstore edition. So today I wanted to do some of my favorite high-end makeup items. If you haven't seen my previous video, I basically showed what's in my everyday makeup bag and it was all drugstore, cruelty-free items. So I went through my makeup collection and I picked out one, sometimes two of my favorite products from a specific section of makeup. So like my favorite concealer, my favorite foundation and brow product, whatever it is, I picked out my favorite and something that I would recommend trying out. So I did the exact same thing for all of my high-end makeup, and of course this is all cruelty-free as well, and a lot of the products are clean beauty too. With that being said, these are just my personal preferences for how I like my makeup to look. So they might not work for you, but if you have similar interests to me in makeup and skin needs and tone, I guess, then these are really great products to try out. So if you are not subscribed to my channel, definitely hit that subscribe button below this video. It is free to subscribe, and check out my other videos. I do cruelty-free beauty and lifestyle and fashion videos. So if you're into that, check them out. And let's go ahead and get started with my high-end makeup favorites. Now, you may or may not have noticed or cared that I didn't add a primer into my What's in My Drugstore Makeup Bag video, but that's because I just don't use primer. I pretty much just do my skincare right before I put makeup on, so that is technically my primer. That said, sometimes I do like to use a setting spray before I add makeup on. If it's something that I'm going to be wearing for the entire day or the entire night and it's like really hot and sweaty outside, then what I like to do is use the De-Slick version of the Urban Decay makeup setting spray. I have the chill one here because this is the one that I would reach for most of the time. But if I do want my makeup to stay on for a really long time, I actually really like to use the De-Slick makeup setting spray from Urban Decay first, and then of course end with one after. Okay, the first product or products that I'm going to talk about are foundation. This is the category that I actually did choose two products instead of one because I couldn't decide between the both of these. They are really amazing foundations. They're both clean, cruelty-free. I believe they're both totally vegan. The first one is from Lys or LYS Beauty. It's the Triple Fix Serum Foundation with HA, turmeric, and ashwagandha, which I don't really know what it is, but I'm assuming it's gotta be good for your skin. This foundation has seriously become like a top holy grail foundation for me. It's what I like to reach for almost every time I like to wear makeup, but I do change it up, of course, because I do have a lot of makeup. I have to show it all some love, but this is one that I just always want to reach for. And the other foundation that I chose is the Bite Beauty Changemaker Supercharged Micellar Foundation. These two foundations are quite similar. I think that the Bite Beauty foundation has a bit more of a matte finish, but neither of them are actually matte foundations. They still have like a nice dewy natural skin finish to them. They just apply beautifully to your skin. I think that they're both super easy to blend out. I haven't really had an issue with them being bad or patchy, especially with sometimes when I have drier skin. This summer, thankfully, I've had quite smooth, like not dry, patchy skin, which has been really nice. But even when I did have that, I found that they actually looked really nice on my skin. The Lys foundation has 1 fluid ounce and the Bite Beauty has 0.3 ounces. So there's a lot more in the Lys foundation. I don't really know the price comparison at the moment, but they're both really great. Next, for concealer, I chose one, and that is because this concealer is perfect for all over your face. So I have this concealer in 2 different shades, but I use the exact same formula for covering up blemishes, redness, and brightening up underneath my eyes. And I just realized I didn't even say what it was called, but this is the Kosas Revealer Concealer. I have mine in the shade 01 and 03. I just use the darker one for blemishes and around like my nose for redness, and of course the lighter one for highlighting and brightening up underneath my eyes. This is another clean beauty brand. I feel like the formula is so smooth and blendable and perfect, especially for underneath my eyes, because I do not like it when my skin looks cakey underneath my eyes or like accentuates any dry skin. I just really obviously hate that. I feel like everyone hates that. It honestly looks incredible no matter where you use it. For a setting powder, I have another product from Liz Beauty. I have also talked about this a couple times on my channel and my Instagram. This is called the Triple Fix Translucent Setting Powder. I have mine in the actual translucent shade. There are a couple shades, I'm not totally sure how many. I don't even think I've used a powder like this. It is so smooth. I think it's also talc free. It has like niacinamide in it and some other really great skin ingredients. So it is also that like skincare based makeup, and it is seriously like one of the creamiest, if not the creamiest powder I've ever used. I do set my under eyes with this as well, and it doesn't look super powdery or cakey. All right, I am moving on to brow products. I only have one brow product for this video because when I set my brows in place, I always use a drugstore brow setting gel. So I only have just a brow pencil, which is totally fine because you don't always need to set your brows in place anyways. From Anastasia Beverly Hills, it is the famous Brow Wiz pencil. I have mine in taupe and medium brown. This is a very, very comparable pencil to the Jason Wu Beauty pencil that I talked about in my previous video. I love that it's a micro pencil that can be retracted, and on the other side is brow spoolie. It's just a great product. For blush and bronzer, I actually chose cream products. I really love using cream bronzer and blush. I feel like it looks the most natural on your skin. It's super buildable and easy to blend out. The bronzer that I chose is the Milk Makeup Matte Bronzer. This one is in the shade Baked. I think this is the lighter of the two, and I'm pretty sure there's a shimmery one as well, but I love the matte bronzer. It's perfect for kind of contouring, but not specifically just that. I really like using a bronzer that has a bit of a warm tone to it so it looks more natural and it actually brings some like warmth into your skin tone. This is what I use around kind of like the perimeter of my face and then a bit on my cheekbone and under my cheekbone. I love how much you get in this. I honestly don't know if I'll ever use this entire thing. They do have mini versions as well, but I do really like the big one and I'll just try to use it as much as possible. The blush that I have been loving is from Rare Beauty. This is the Melting Blush. I have mine in the shade Nearly Neutral and I think Nearly Apricot. Both shades that I have are really beautiful. I think there's maybe like 6 shades of this blush, but the consistency of this, like the formula, is why I really, really love this. It's not just the color, it's how they actually apply and how they look on your skin afterwards. Like they truly do melt into your skin. If you wear this just on its own without foundation or anything, it's going to look like your skin is just like naturally that color where you put it, because it just looks so smooth and kind of dewy and skin-like, so it's not gonna look fake, I guess. It just looks very natural, and that's why I love these blushes. I feel like you also get a pretty decent amount in here for a cream blush as well. I feel like I won't go through this for a really long time, and the little packaging are just, they're so cute. They look like little pebbles. And for highlight, I wanted to add this product in because I actually have not used it for so long, and that is a Stila product. It's the Heaven's Hue highlighter in the shade Kitten. This is a highlighter that I used to go ham with. Like, I applied it all the time, every time I wore makeup, and for some reason I just kind of forgot about it, but here we are again. This highlighter is more of a like velvety texture that also just blends out so well. It has like a pretty intense glow to it, which is why I do go a little bit lighter with this, unless I'm going for like a super, super highlighted look. But this is something that could definitely be worn every single day, and it just looks beautiful and natural and glowy. There are some really beautiful bronzy colors too that would look really good on skin that is darker than mine, but I cannot get away with using those as a highlighter, so for me, Kitten is where it's at. For eyeshadow palettes, I also could not choose just one because I love all 3 of these eyeshadow palettes so much, and I just literally cannot choose one. One of these has been like a cult beauty favorite on YouTube for years. That is the Tartelette in Bloom eyeshadow palette from Tarte. You can get a lot of different eyeshadow looks with this palette. It's a really perfect size for traveling with, and it also has a really big mirror on the inside, which is great if you are just using this as like your only eyeshadow palette. It has the perfect amount of matte and shimmer colors, and they are just honestly beautiful to blend out. They're also super creamy. The other palette that I wanted to choose is the Too Faced Born This Way The Natural Nudes eyeshadow palette. I'm pretty sure you can still get this at Sephora or at least online, and I'm positive you could get this on the Too Faced website. The reason I love this one is the eyeshadow shades in here. It's quite similar to the Tartelette and Bloom, where they're very neutral eyeshadow colors, but you could also get a lot of different looks out of something like this. I would say that this palette has a bit more pink tones in it, but for the most part they're all quite neutral, and I love that there are a lot of matte shades and some really beautiful shimmery shades that also blend out so nice. These are a very creamy formula as well, and it ranges from this like bone color to a dark chocolate brown, so you could definitely get a lot of depth in an eyeshadow look, and honestly you have everything that you would really ever need if you like the neutral eyeshadow colors, especially if you're traveling. Really great palette too. And the very last eyeshadow palette that is one of my all-time favorites is the Urban Decay Born to Run eyeshadow palette. Again, the shade range in here is incredible. This one has some more fun shades, so if you like to play with a little bit of color, then I would definitely check this one out as well. I feel like I used this palette probably every single day the year that I got this. It was the perfect summer palette, and I brought it on vacations. It has all of the neutral shades that you could ever really need in here, but they do have like a jet black, there's that bone color as well, and then a bunch of really beautiful shimmery shades and creamy matte shades. So this one is also just like a winner in my books. This was also kind of a hard decision to choose a mascara because I switch mascaras all the time, but I think the one that has given me the most versatility for a mascara is from Ilia. This is the Limitless Lash Mascara in After Midnight. Ilia is also certified cruelty-free by the Leaping Bunny program, and they are a clean beauty brand. I really like using a clean mascara if it's going like right by my eyes. I don't want any like weird chemicals going into my eyes. The brush is super interesting. It has like a straight line of longer bristles, so it separates your lashes and lengthens them. And the other side has a curved hourglass shape that is better for getting some more volume in there. Before I do my mascara is usually when I would use a setting spray anyway, so that's when I would use my Urban Decay Chill, or honestly any of the Urban Decay setting sprays. They're just amazing. They work really well. I love them. And for lip products, I have a lip liner, a lipstick, and a lip gloss. First is the lip liner. I love the IT Cosmetics Your Lips But Better. This is a perfect lip liner that's also kind of a stain, so the color is going to last a long time. The color is seriously like my lips, and I love that because sometimes I just want a universal lip liner that's gonna look great with pretty much any lip color that I use, and this is definitely it. The lipstick that I chose is from Bite Beauty. It's the Amuse Bouche lipstick in the shade Honeycomb. Any shade really is great from Bite Beauty and their lipsticks. I think they just reformulated them to be completely vegan and of course clean. I just love that about Bite Beauty. I also got to create some of my own lipstick shades when I went to Toronto. I checked out the Bite Beauty Lab, and you can make your own lipstick shades, which is really cool. They have a lot of lipstick shades to choose from. Them and Urban Decay, they also have a ton of lipstick shades. And lastly, for lip gloss, I chose the Tower 28 Shine On Lip Jelly in the shade Oat. I honestly wear this like pretty much every single time that I wear makeup. It's super sheer and very jelly-like, which is definitely what I love in a lip gloss. I'm not the biggest fan of opaque lip gloss. I definitely want them to be on the more sheer side. And Tower 28 Beauty is another clean beauty brand, so I always like, especially around my eyes and my mouth, I want the products to be clean so there's not like chemicals being directly ingested into my body. And that's everything for my everyday high-end makeup favorites. I hope you enjoyed it. They are amazing products. I have not been disappointed in any of them. Some of them I've been using for years, some are brand new to me, but I have been seriously enjoying them and I would recommend them to anyone. Again, with that said though, they might not work for everyone. It is just what has really worked for me, what I like in my makeup, and obviously my skin tone and skin texture. If you did like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up and let me know what other types of videos you want to see in the comment section below. I want to make what you want to watch. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you're all having an amazing day, and definitely subscribe to my channel if you have not already and check out my other videos, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!